what's up YouTube? You're back with Oliver Dunstan, aka the $1 Million Bus Driver. So before I go further into this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or someone that you think it may be useful for. Today we're going to be talking about savings, or more importantly, how do I start and when do I start? Well, the how is the harder part. The when is immediately. Start saving immediately. It's definitely going to help you moving forwards. I know it's going to be tough at first. It is. It was tough for me. It's tough for everyone. And the hows. How am I going to start to save? There's just no money left. There's always a little bit. If you're in the right headspace and you have the right mindset, which I didn't have for many, many years, believe me, and now I do. And it's a lot easier than looking back. It's a lot easier than I thought it was. So when you get your paycheck, start off with $10, okay? Put that $10 in the bank. Leave it in just an average savings account. Now, $10 doesn't sound like much, and it's definitely easy just to take it back out because you need it. But be strict. Then what I'd suggest doing is, if you've gone a full day, a full day without spending any money, put $1 in that account, or $2, or $5, or $10. You get the picture. Everyone can do it, okay? So put that little chunk away and then keep adding in as the week goes on. You know, if you were gonna buy a coffee, and I actually hate this one, just don't buy a coffee. Put that in your savings account. That's never gonna make you rich. It just isn't. But what you can do is, if you haven't spent any money that day, then put $1 in there. You know, you keep just chipping away and putting a little in, and before you know it, you're onto something great. Now, I know saving, not having any money, it can be daunting and it can definitely be depressing. You know, you see all your friends going out, spending money and doing all these cool things, and you're sat at home. Great, I've got a bit of money in my bank account. Well, over time, you're going to feel better and better and better about that. You don't need to go and cancel your Netflix membership. You don't need to stop having a coffee. You can still listen to your iTunes music and have that $10 a month fee. But make sure that you always put a little away. Even if it's 25 cents a day, put a little bit away. Now, over time, that 25 cents or $1 or $5 does turn into something great. So the most difficult part for me was when I started saving, I'd see, oh, I have $100. Well, that's easy to spend. But I left it, and I was strict, and I kept looking at my bank account. And I encourage you guys to do the same. If you've gone a week and you're tempted to spend some money, have a look at that bank account and see that money's still there and you haven't spent it, and then think into the future. That's the biggest thing that helped me save. I'm not saying wish your life away. I don't want anyone to do that. But I want you to imagine how that $100 is gonna look after you've been contributing and contributing and contributing over the next 10 years. And give yourself that mental image. So when you look at your bank and you see your friends going out, or you can't buy the new dress or the new shirt or a new set of tires or a car, remember you're doing it for a purpose. And that $100 could be worth $30,000 in 10 years. So these are things that we almost have to trick our mind into thinking we have more. Now, going from that first $100 to $1,000, that's going to be the most difficult part. It was for me. It really, really was. And believe me, I had enough money to go to Mexico or go shopping or do something cool, because I've saved that money and I deserve to spend a bit of it. Be strict. When you hit that $1,000, you're going to feel good. And then the more that you pay in to that account, you're going to feel even better. You're going to feel better. And then you're going to realize, because you've been checking that account, you've been saving, and you've been paying attention to your spending habits, that looking at that bank account is going to give you the same pleasure as going and buying something. And it will. And I know that sounds crazy. It sounded crazy to me when I was told this. But it works. It really, really works. So now another good one that really helped me start saving was bank apps. Now, I don't know about every bank app, but as I've said in previous videos, I bank with CIBC, and they have, like, you can create a goal and you can add that to any account. And that was great for me because I'd pay $60 in and it'd show on the reader my savings goal had gone up 6%, 7%, 8%, and it felt good, you know. And I set that for 1,000, and it took me a long time to get to 1,000. It really did. But when I did it, it was great. And then I set my goal again. What's the next good number? 5,000. Sure, it's a huge number to get to, but it's attainable, it's achievable, and you'll feel great when you've done it. I promise you that. When you get to that $5,000, you're really going to look at life differently. You're going to be able to hold your head high, you're going to feel great, and you've done it all on your hourly wage or your regular salary. You don't have to be a multi-millionaire to make money and save money. I'm a big believer on it's not what you make, it's what you save. So what I'm trying to say is saving and starting saving is hard, I know, but please do it with me, talk to me, email me, you know, leave a comment, and I promise I'll answer and I will assist you through it. And every single time you think about spending money, wait, give it 24 hours and really think, is it a need or a want? Now, a lot of people have said to me, well, you're living to work, you're not working to live. And you're correct, that is right. Currently, I am living to work. That's only because I don't want to work and work and work and work and work. I want to retire, and I want to retire well. And I want that for me, and I want that for my family. So yes, you have to be driven, you have to be focused. It's not about canceling your Netflix, it's not about missing that cup of joe. It's all about dedication up here. And if I did it, this guy that's gone from crazy amounts of debt into bankruptcy, walking to work, to a very comfortable bank account, you can do it as well. Now, the more money that you save, the easier it gets. As I was saying earlier, you're gonna have that struggle at first. You're gonna look at your money and, oh, I've been saving so hard and I haven't treated myself to anything. But the more you save, the better you will feel. It's just, that's how it works. And when you look at a bank account with a couple $1,000s in it that you've been dedicated to not spending, that's a reward on its own. And that's a great feeling. Now, in later videos, I'm going to talk to you about investing and different options there are there. So you don't just want to keep that savings that you've saved in a mundane average bank savings account. That's not going to do you any good. But to start off, that's going to be the best vehicle. Now, another good tip that I did was leave my bank card at home. When I went to work, then I wasn't tempted to go to Tim Hortons or Starbucks or run into a gas station and grab a bottle of Coke or whatever it may be. Leave the bank card at home. When your friends say, hey, do you want to go out? Sorry, I don't have any money, I'm broke. Oh, what do you mean you're broke? We just got paid. Yeah, I know, I'm broke. I've decided consciously I'm going to live paycheck to paycheck. Not because I'm actually living paycheck to paycheck, because I want to live paycheck to paycheck. Any spare money is getting put aside, and that way you will have wealth, and it's easy to grow. And the more you get, the easier it gets. And then you have this waterfall effect, you know, and it feels good. And I want everyone to have that feeling. I hope that this is going to be insightful to you. I hope it's going to be something that inspires you, and that's the main thing. I want people to think positively, save money, and be happy. And this is the main reason for creating this channel, is just to assist people in day-to-day saving, living, any help I can give, I want to. So a good lesson to take away from this video, and I still do it, and I'm going to do it for the rest of my life, and in later videos I'm sure you'll see my wife and she'll tell you the same. Hey, sweetie, do you have any money? No, I don't have any money. None. You know, a guy will say, hey, do you want to do this? Oh, I don't have any money. I'm sorry, I don't. I have no money, because it's better in the bank for right now. And then when that rainy day comes, you're going to be happy, because you're not going to be the person that's having to work well into retirement. You're going to be the person that retires well, retires comfortably, and enjoys themselves. So that pretty much concludes my video. I hope that you all enjoyed, and please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend, someone that you think it may help, something or someone you know, that's in need of a little, you know, pick me up, you know, a little positivity, because that's really what I'm aiming for. So no matter how little you make, no matter how much you make, just put a little away, just a tiny little bit. In further videos, we're going to really break down savings. We're going to go from long-term savings to short-term savings to day-to-day savings to I'd like a pair of shoes, whatever it may be. But for right now, just focus on putting a little money in the bank, and then every time that you haven't spent that money in a day, or any money in a day, just put $1 in. Just put $2 in, and it'll grow, and you're going to feel amazing. On that note, thank you very much for watching, and we'll check back in soon.